channel. This week I am here to help with dinner making motivation. I have no motivation to make dinner this evening, and I know this happens to a lot of other people too, and I really don't want to get takeout, but then part of me is like, but it's one click away. So this week I am going to share some tips and tricks on how I stay motivated to cook and things you can do to help you when you just don't feel like cooking and it's like the last thing you want to do. This week I'm going to be making pork chops with blackberry sauce and a lemon arugula salad. Without further ado, let's make dinner. Wash 2 6-ounce packages of blackberries. Generously season your pork chops with salt and pepper. Heat a grill pan, outdoor grill, or skillet over medium-high heat. Here I'm just using a skillet, but these would be great to do on the grill. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, and this is really funny. So our apartment has been so hot that the coconut oil looks like it's melted and hasn't yet solidified. That's so funny. We were gone for 2 weeks during a heat wave in New York City, and obviously when we left we turned the air conditioners off. So the result is that the coconut oil has not solidified back yet. You want to cook this for 4 to 6 minutes per side. My first tip is to use a grocery delivery service so that you can have groceries without actually having to go to the grocery store. It's really convenient to just have the groceries delivered right to your door. When we went on vacation, as I had mentioned, I had groceries delivered the day we came back, and it just really makes it so much easier to cook because you know you have all the ingredients and you don't have to worry about going to the grocery store right when you've just gotten back from a trip. The next tip I have for you is to try to just break the steps down of making dinner into simple, attainable steps. It can be very overwhelming looking at a recipe and just being like, ugh, I do not want to do all that. But just taking it one step at a time, if you break it down enough, it won't seem as daunting. For me, food is a huge motivator. I just don't enjoy the cooking as much as the eating. But if I can just think, oh, this is going to taste so good, I start thinking about the meal and what I'm going to be eating. Sometimes that will motivate me to suck it up, do the steps to cook it, and then I get to enjoy a delicious meal that's healthy. According to the National Pork Board, they recommend that you cook your pork chops to an internal temperature of 145 to 160. 160 will give you medium. And then you want to let it rest for about 3 minutes or so. So transfer my pork chops to a plate. I'm going to take some handy dandy Reynolds wrap and just put a covering over it loosely, just so it kind of retains some of the heat, and we just let this sit for a little bit. Heat a small saucepan over medium heat. Coat the bottom of your pan with half of a tablespoon of olive oil. Add in the blackberries that we previously washed. Add 4 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. One tablespoon of honey. Incorporate all that together. Last but not least, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now that all this has been incorporated, we're gonna turn this down to low. But make sure you cook it until the sauce gets thickened and the blackberries start to collapse. About 10 to 12 minutes. Just occasionally keep stirring your sauce. And another great method is by Mel Robbins, who has the 5-second rule, which is to count backwards from 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just go. So if you have no motivation, just counting backwards from 5 and then just doing it, because your brain does not have time to convince you out of it, and you just propel forward. I'll link her channel down below. I really like her advice. About 12 minutes or so, I think our sauce is looking like it is good to go. So I'm going to turn the heat off on this, and we will move on to our salad. I've washed 1 lemon, and I'm gonna just zest this into this bowl. Don't forget to get the stuff on the back of your zester. Pull out the lemon and then just cut it right in half. Little strainer here so that I can squeeze this and not have the seeds go into the salad. Three tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Just whisk this all together. So I just got my lemon juice, lemon zest, and extra virgin olive oil. A little bit of honey. It says a 1/4 teaspoon. Some salt and some pepper. I'll whisk all this up. This is going to be the dressing for your salad. 5-ounce package of baby arugula, and this is triple washed, so I don't have to worry about washing it. The thing I love about pre-washed arugula is that it makes it so easy just to use. I know sometimes when you buy pre-cut or pre-washed, it's a little more expensive, but I think it's always better to buy something that you know will be easy to use, because then you will not dread trying to use it. It'll be just ready to use, and it'll be really quick and can hopefully help motivate you not to want to order out and use the food that you have. Now our salad is all set. Let's plate this up. To plate this, I've got all the ingredients together. I've got the salad that we just prepared, our pork chops that are still covered by our foil, and our blackberry sauce. Also for the salad, we're gonna grate up some Parmesan cheese, so I have that on hand as well. So the first thing I'm going to plate is the salad. Grate some Parmesan right over your salad. There's our salad. And then we're gonna open up our pork chops, which look absolutely delicious. Put that right on your plate. And then spoon over some of this blackberry sauce. Here you have dinner. Video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As you can see, we've got some dishes in the background that my husband is going to take care of. This was a very tasty recipe. The only thing I would say is that next time if I made it, I would cut the pork chops in half lengthwise so that the outside wouldn't get as tough. I feel like because it was on the heat for so long, it got a little tougher than if it had been thinner. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up below. And if you want to see more weekly dinner inspiration, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye!